fans, we want RCC to win,
We
although we would rather wish many negative things upon that team after a tough loss last week. Nonetheless, they can actually help us slide into the playoffs. Ball on the Mountie 23-yard line for C-Stitch. 1st and 10, takes a snap, fires to the far side of the field. That's going to be incomplete. If the Mountie's defender right there picked his head up a split second earlier, that would have been a pick six. As that looks like that was Shiloh Pritchard, 6'1", 200-pound linebacker, freshman out of Barstow.
Never been to Barstow?
You know where the best Del Taco is?
In Barstow?
Barstow.
Why is it? Why would that be the best Del Taco?
Because it is. You got to go. C-Stitch now on a 2nd and 10. Takes a snap and fires away. Finds another pocket in that zone coverage. The ball is loose, but he was down. Brandon Boyd again on another coverage, or on another reception here for LA Harbor. It'll be 1st and goal for the Seahawks.
So is the food better at the Del Taco, or is it just like a nicer place to eat? The food's better.
You know how there's a secret menu for In-N-Out? It's kind of like an open secret menu for Del Taco, and the portions are just insane.
I always go to Barstow on my way to Vegas, stop for a bathroom break.
You're not old enough to be in Vegas. C-Stitch now from the 1-yard line.
As far as our listeners know, I'm 40.
Yeah. I formation for the Seahawks. He takes it, and it's a delayed handoff. He'll find his way short of the end zone. I thought he punched it in at the very last second. And that was Maps again on the carry. And he'll be short of the end zone.
Where's
so it'll be
Walker?
2nd and goal. And I don't know if Walker's hurt or they're just trying to go with a different scheme here in the second half. But it will be C-Stitch again. And Maps the deep back, and he gets the ball, and he hurdles over the Mounties defense and in for a Seahawks touchdown. And C-Stitch really pumped up after that. And
C-Stitch looking a little bit like Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks, huh?
Hey, you know, it was a nice drive by the Seahawks there as they compiled some fast-moving offense. They produced a lot of first downs on that drive. And I believe that was 3 consecutive at one point, and his receivers really getting heavily involved into the mix. Brandon Boyd, Waters as well. As the PAT is awaiting here. Snap is back, kick is up, and kick is good. So officially 48-14 now for the Mounties.
It's never been officialer.
Officialer. The most officialer right now. So we'll see if Orozco trots back out onto the field or if it'll be Sims. Who's Simcoe, excuse me. I'm thinking about Phil Sims for some reason.
I think when you look at the type of quarterback that Simcoe is, he's very alike to Phil Sims.
We'll see.
Simcoe might very well be the next Phil Sims.
Who knows, huh?
We're giving the Mounties third-string quarterback some high praise. Why not?
So it will be Ryan Simpson deep for the Mounties to receive this kick. And he did have he
had a punt return for a touchdown that was called back because of an illegal block in the back.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Taekwon Glass back there too, Chris.
That's Tony Ingram.
Is that an 8?
That's an 8.
I need new glasses.
We all do.
So Tony Ingram and Ryan Simpson, your men, back deep for the Mounties to receive this kickoff from LA Harbor. As they punched in another touchdown. That was Maps on the carry. So Jack Moore. And it'll be Simpson from his own 20-yard line. Finds a big gap, and he's going to cross the 50 and slowed down by the kicker. Crosses the 35 and finally pushed out of bounds. There is a flag on the play as Simpson, utilizing his speed and patience as well. He kind of slowed down a little bit, did a little stutter step, and then went through that lane that was provided by his teammates.
Well, if my spectacles are correct, no, my spectacles are not correct. It's a holding call against
Maybe
Mount
that's
SAC.
why.
I thought it looked like a face mask when the kicker tried to bring down Ryan Simpson, but apparently the Zebras down on the field saw it a little bit different.
Maybe that's why it was such a big lane. Holding.
Second time, poor Ryan Simpson. I'm sure he has, over 100 yards for sure, 150. Returning the football tonight on punts and kickoffs, and all that yardage has been negated due to the fact that the Mounties have not been able to play clean football in the return department.
So Roscoe again out there for the Mounties.
Isn't he?
On a 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Roscoe and Marcellus Hunter, the back, and it's a delayed handoff. He's gobbled up quickly by the LA Harbor defense. On that stop, that was Sean Stevens, linebacker 6'2", 225.
Sean Stevens, that's the name of the bassist in Incubus.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's
really.
like Brandon Boyd and Sean Stevens. Man, he got me. So Hunter loses a yard on that carry. It's 2nd and 11 now for the Mounties. And Orozco with a 4-receiver set. And Hunter to the right of Orozco as they're waiting for the snap. 4:32 left to go here in the third quarter. Mounties up big. Orozco takes a snap, fires away. That's going to be incomplete on some tight coverage there. Very quick slant route there by the receiver, and it was right off his fingertips and fell to the ground.
I think that was Isaiah Manley who Orozco was going for that time. We haven't seen Tredante Hill, Christopher Gilchrist, or Derek Macon tonight, but the Mounties haven't needed them.
Not when you're up 48-14.
48-7 at the half. The Mounties have taken the foot off the gas pedal just a little bit here.
So with a 4-receiver set, 3 out to the far side of the field. Orozco takes a low snap, looks to the far side of the field, goes right down the middle. He's going to be tangled up, and an incomplete pass.
Where's the flag?
There is no flag as they got to – that was Isaiah Manley, the receiver intended on that pass from Orozco. It looked like a lot of contact before the ball was anywhere near his vicinity to catch it. There was no flags on the play.
I'll tell you what, Manley might be shaking after he took that big hit. But I'll tell you, I'm shaking up here because it's so darn cold.
Man, Lee. You okay?
I will be.
Turning red. You look like you're hot instead of cold. So Fulham now gets the punt away from his own 30-yard line.
Pins it again inside the 20 once again.
Fulham was just automatic almost. After that,
Shankopotamus he had last week?
Yeah, he had one last week. But for the most part, he does a phenomenal job here for the Mounties every single game. So 48-14, 4:08 left to go here in the third quarter from Hilmer Lodge Stadium. Apparently it's
the final regular season game here.
Apparently it's cold up on this hill.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully we do have another home game here, and I think we will, whether it's a bowl game or a playoff game. That's to be determined. But Brian, I'll let you know something. Next time we have a game here, I'm definitely bringing a sweater.
C-Stitch now on 1st and 10. Lets loose. And that is nearly picked by the Mounties. Some tight coverage there. That was Andre Brown, the 5'10 DB, freshman out of Compton.
Seems like a lot of these freshmen are 5'10", so maybe next year we're going to start a 5'10 club instead of 5'8".
I like 5'8 better because I'm like 5'7", so I can relate to them. That might be me on the field.
Well, if you put some heels on you, you can get up to
2nd and 10
5'10".
from the 12-yard line of the Seahawks, and C-Stitch rolls out to his right and finds a man in some zone coverage. That ball was knocked loose and a whistle dead. I believe that they're just going to call it incomplete pass as the receiver had no official possession of that catch.
He did not. Good call. I like the call.
And I believe that was Mike Andrews.
Oh, good old Mikey Andrews.
The intended receiver. So very quickly here from their own 12-yard line. It is 3rd down for C-Stitch in the offensive unit here for the Seahawks. So 4 receivers set. And C-Stitch now in a modified pistol formation. Lets loose and finds his receiver Waters for a first down. He crosses the 30, the 35, spins away from a tackle, and finally brought down by the Mounties. So he's really dancing just to dance, not really get anywhere up the field, but
dancing just to dance.
You know, dancing just to dance.
Broadcasting just to broadcast. Eating gumbo just to eat gumbo.
Dancing just to dance.
We're gonna have to use that one again down the road.
Yeah, as long as he was zigzagging down that sideline too. So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line of LA Harbor. Takes a snap, looks over his options, decides to keep it, and fumbles the ball. It is Mountie football, unofficial, and now it is officially Mountie's football after C-Stitch decided to keep that option and go ahead and go up the field. He was met by a wall of maroon. And the Mounties fall on top of that loose ball, and it'll be Mountie football.
Guess who by chance fell on top of that football?
Is Tama Avena in the game?
He's not in the game, but it was Chance Spates, the 5'11 freshman out of Palm Springs.
I see what you did there. Again. Floodgates.
I tell you, Tony's resting up on the sideline right
1st and 10 from the LA Harbor 38-yard line.
Simcoe time.
And it is Simcoe. He fires out to the flat. That's going to be incomplete. As LA Harbor thinks they have a live ball. Nowhere near it.
Nowhere near it.
Intended receiver, that was Tony Ingram for the Mounties.
Tony Ingram, one of a number of Mounties in that wide receiver core that are seeing time tonight that don't usually see time. But that's the advantage you have when you're a team of the caliber of Mount SAC playing a much lesser opponent in LA Harbor.
Simcoe now on a delayed handoff, and he's going to be tripped up. I believe that was Hunter on a first down carry for the Mounties. They'll continue this after a loose ball was gobbled up by the Mounties on, I believe it was the Seahawks' first turnover in the second half.
Marcellus, won't you tell us how you just ran 11 yards?
Chris is on fire right now. He's trying to be on fire because he's freezing up here.
Do anything to not be cold.
Simcoe now on the high snap, takes it and rolls out to his right, throws out to the flat, and that is Ingram. And he cuts across the middle of the field.
Dancing just to dance.
Someone's helmet flew off there after a 5-yard pickup for Ingram. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Mounties. It's nice to see Ingram getting some work done. Guess how tall Ingram is?
5'7" and 3/4.
5'10". Gotcha.
He looks 5'8" from up here, doesn't he?
Oh, man. So 3 receivers set for Simcoe to work with here. Far side of the field. Near side of the field. That is Ingram again on the catch in the flat. He gets across the 15, and it'll be another first down for the Mounties. And Simcoe now getting reps after Roscoe started the second half. Chris, you got an update from Veterans Memorial Stadium?
I do not, but I'm working on it.
I do not. I don't know if that works. Simcoe now on a 1st and 10 after Ingram picking up the first down.
I'm checking the scores just to check.
On the 13-yard line, he fires away again in the flat, and that is Ingram again.
That's the 3rd straight play that they've gone to the bubble screen to Tony Ingram.
Bubble screen, pass out to the flat. There's someone hurt. And he is up immediately. Nice to see that. Dude's shaking up a little bit. That was. Who's number 21?
Cody Wenzel, the 6-foot sophomore, strong safety at a North Torrance High School.
North Torrance.
Ever been in North Torrance?
No.
Well, you're not heading down towards Torrance next week because you're not joining us for the regular season finale. You're going to be up in Oaktown.
It's going to be a bad football game on Sunday.
You're just going to see some more history making with Peyton Manning, right?
I'm going just to go.
Going just to go. Hey, I like it.